Hey, how's it going, everyone? Justin again, as always. Thanks for watching my channel. Welcome back. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I hope you're enjoying your work week. I myself am still looking for full-time, consistent, structurized work. I've had a couple of job interviews that I think went really well. Didn't take long for your boy to possibly come out of retirement from being a mechanic. I know. He pulled a Tom Brady. Hasn't even been 30 days of being retired and he's already going back in it. That's kind of how I feel about it, really. So look, man, you know what? I've been trying to fight the good fight. I really have been looking for work outside of automotive, trying to find some stable and consistent income that matches the amount of debts that I put myself in. I realize I put myself in them. And the struggle has been real. I have been taking on a couple little things here and there just to kind of make a couple bucks to keep myself moving down the road so I can fuel up to go apply for that next job, to go to that next interview. It's just been very exhausting trying to find either a good time frame and consistency, meaning like a set schedule. I learned that retail, there really is no set schedule. Retail has an automated schedule spinning wheel where you could be in at 4 o'clock in the morning stocking shelves, or you could be in at 8 o'clock working until 5 as a cashier, or you could be there from about 4 o'clock in the later portion of the day to about 10 or 11 o'clock at night, putting freight away, closing up the store and things like that. So that's been a challenge. The Riverside Sheriff's Department, the test, right? So I have to get a book. If it's something that I want to do, I have to go get a book and I got to study for it. So it's something that I need to do. I don't want to just walk in there and take the test and then not be able to pass the test. So that's one thing. I also tried for like a fleet mechanic position, I think, for FedEx, dock loader, a couple other things. Some of you guys mentioned CDL. Guess what I got to do? Study for that. There's a lot of things that I got to study for. But long story short, I have applied at a few automotive shops, one independent shop, one tire shop. The pay is going to be pretty close to what I think I can possibly afford to swing my own financial debts to create stability again in my life. And that's really what it's about right now, is trying to get back to some kind of financial stability, to get structure again, to feel, like I belong in that particular shop, to maybe get that family feel kind of back. I'm not discluding any possibilities of going to a dealership, but right now I am looking more at the independent side of things. I had a lot more fun, I think, at the independent shop. It wasn't taken so serious. Obviously, it's serious enough because you want to put out good work. But it wasn't rush, get it done. What were your upsells like? Report your hours every single day. They know what your hours are. They know what jobs go out. The way the independent shop works, your hours don't get put onto that pay check until the job leaves. At the dealership, those hours got put and that was stamped for your work week. So it's a little bit different, I think the ownership at the dealership level, they want to see consistency in numbers of what it is that you've done every single day. Over at the independent shops, again, more family driven, more family atmosphere. They see what it is that you're doing every single day. They see how many cars you're getting done every single day. They see how many jobs and what types of jobs you're getting on a day-to-day throughout the entire week. And the biggest main focus of this is that you get a chance to work together so everybody wins at the end of the day. The customers win because you're meeting your timestamps. The owners win because you're making them happy and making good quality jobs get completed and in a timely manner. And you don't feel that extra added pressure of rush. Now, you are going to still run into issues with parts delay. There's still issues with shipping and things like that. I did say that I wasn't exactly sure how long my body could withstand this profession because it does beat you up. It does, Your back starts to hurt after a little while. Just depends on the kind of jobs and things like that. But, to be honest, it's the only thing that I really have an educational background in. It's the only thing that I have as much experience in. So to try to go and make similar monies doing something else, it's just not there. I'd have to go back to school. I'd have to study. I needed to take a break from the dealership, from the mechanic lifestyle, to get some of my affairs in order, my personal affairs in order. Now I think that some of those personal affairs are starting to finally get closer and closer to the finish line. And I think maybe now I can step back into the world of wrenching at my own comfort and my own pace. I think I'd be better this time around. I don't know what to expect just yet. Like I said, I got a couple of shops that I interviewed with. I got to see where they want to fit me in as far as the type of work that I'm going to do. I need to see where they're going to fit me in monetarily speaking. I have to consider geographical location. I have to consider my own personal financial disposition at the moment. I have to consider my daughter going to school and not traveling too far where I couldn't pick her up if I needed to. I'm still coaching baseball. I did resign as umpire-in-chief, though I did say that I would be willing to possibly umpire some games as like a last resort, because I do need to focus more energy on finding a job and less time volunteering as of right now. That's not saying I couldn't possibly do it next year, but as far as all the extra things that it entailed in being on the board of directors, it was just a little bit too much for me, and I needed to take a break from that too. But it was fun. A lot of the coaches seemed to like me. Parents seemed to like me, things like that. I called fair games. And, I'll probably umpire a couple more games before the season's over for sure. But for right now, my main focus, my main drive is to find a job. And that job may very well be going back into the world of wrenching. Not saying that it hasn't been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun taking a little break and really trying to recollect myself and regroup. But I think it's time to start getting back to the nuts and bolts of things. And yes, that was the dryer. Laundry never stops here. So, that being said, I think that's the buzzer for us to wrap it up. Cheers to those of you that have your beers. I appreciate your support. One of these days we will come back to this and maybe we'll do a live stream and talk about it. As of right now, your boy's on the hunt, and now anything goes. Could be automotive, could be something completely unrelated, could be going to college again for something else. I did actually think about going to college to get a contracting degree in general construction, but we'll see. I still have some post 9/11 GI Bill. It's a possibility. I'm not ruling it out. I'm trying all things right now. Anything goes up to a certain point, if you know what I mean. So stay tuned. See you guys next time. Cheers and deuces. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff. See you next time.